There's no more playing it safe when a bank worker decides it's time to inject some colour into his life. The Grey Man in half an hour on BBC1. Before that, Michelle has a long list of admirers in Doctors.
Okay, well, I'm getting the look so early on.
What look?
That I know something you don't know, but I'm dying to tell you look.
Well, you have a few special deliveries this morning. There's this. Careful, because it is quite heavy.
InstantDeliver.com? Never heard of him.
And there's this. It just pops the patient toilets.
Direct from Flight Corps.
Brace yourself.
And by rep, I mean reptile. Mr. Critchlow, back so soon?
Nurse Corrigan, a pleasure, as always. And please, I really think it should be Nigel by now. And you are...
Very busy this morning. Home visits. I'm sure you'll understand, so...
I just need 2 minutes of your time. I brought something with me today which, well, all professional talk aside, I know you'll be back for more of.
Well...
Allow me. I insist.
Well, he's very persistent, isn't he?
We had the official product launch this weekend, and you'll see ads and articles all over the medical journals the next couple of weeks. Where would you like this?
Anywhere's fine.
I've been promoted to regional project manager for the sales force on this one. I tell you, this is it. The product that'll guarantee I'm a millionaire by 30.
Well, go on. What exactly is this miracle that you'll hope I'll buy?
Flight Corps' new generation of travel vaccinations. More effective, fewer side effects, easier to administer. What more can I say? In a word, they're the best Flight Corps products ever.
Does it fly as well?
That's very good. It'll fly off the shelves, I can guarantee you that much. And I'm here to offer you your share.
Well, I'll have to discuss it with my practice manager first.
Ah, the redoubtable Julia Maguire. Perhaps I could have a word with her.
Oh, no, she's not in this morning. Sorry.
Well, if I leave all the literature.
You know, I'd have to have a pretty good reason for changing supplies before my old stock runs out.
The reason is simple. This is the superior product. Also, my boss is giving away a weekend in Venice to the person who secures the most orders in the first quarter.
Well, good luck with that.
Luck doesn't come into it. That break is as good as mine, which means it's as good as yours too, if you want it. Do you like Italian food?
Yeah, I love it. But I get travel sick, I'm afraid.
I've got something for that in my samples as well.
I bet you have. Look, I'm really busy, so,
Of course. Think about it, though. I've always thought you look like a woman who deserves luxury.
Hi, it's D.S. Daniels here. I'm just ringing on the off chance you've had any luck with the... Yeah? Well, all of them? Oh, fantastic. Are they hard copies or can you email them? If you could, because... Sorry. Look, I'm just going off shift. If I give you my private email, can you send them there? Great. Have you got a pen?
Wow, that's impressive.
Is there no note? You deserve it.
it's not the first one. I've had flowers and chocolate sent to me this week, both with the same message.
Really?
To your home address or to here?
Here. At first I thought it was my mum having a laugh because I was complaining about not getting anything for Valentine's Day. But this...
It's a really flash job. I've been looking at one of these for Rico.
Well, this is more than a joke. And can you think of anybody that would...
Not really. Mine has been playing up, though.
Have you told anyone that?
Not that I can think of.
I just think this is a bit creepy, especially after everything you went through with that pimp.
Ian Carter. You can say his name in front of me, you know.
Sorry, Greg.
But why?
I can't see how the two things can be linked. Mind you, I suppose you can't rule anything out, can you?
Hang on. You trying to tell me that someone's doing this to scare me over Ian Scumbag Carter? I mean, buying me a new CD player, what kind of revenge is that?
Maybe it's been tampered with.
Nah, Carter's dead and gone. I don't believe this got anything to do with him.
Then who?
Pamela, it's the Krista. On top of the food chain as always, and yourself? Great. Now listen, my angel, I need you to do me a favour. I need you to run up one of the specials for me. Absolutely, the works. I need it to go to Nurse Corrigan at the Mill Practice. Second thoughts, I'll swing by and pick it up myself. I think this one could do with a personal touch.
OK, I think what we should do is check your recent appointments to see if there's any particular patient that's demanded more attention than you thought they needed.
Well, I can't think of anyone.
What about that pharmaceutical rep?
Which one?
The one that was in this morning. Donna reckons you've got a new boyfriend.
Well, as if. Nigel Critchlow.
Hang on, I'm missing something here.
Look at you.
Honestly, Greg, I'm not kidding. That man is so oily. Well, I mean, if you pulled him out of the sea, he'd be hosing down wells with detergent for weeks.
Nice.
Well, it's not him.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I, but he'd take credit for being so generous. Anyway, anything coming from him would have the company logo plastered all over it.
Back to square one, then.
Well, not quite. I'll tell you what, I am going to check out this internet company and see what I come up with. Meanwhile, I want you to have a think about who you've been treating recently, OK?
OK, well, I'll let you know at lunchtime. I'm on house calls this morning. I'll be fine.
Well, you sure? I mean, you're on your own out there, you know.
I can't stop treating patients. Look, if you're worried, I'll call you after every single appointment.
Oh, well, I'm sure that won't be necessary. Just be alert, OK?
You got a minute?
Not more stuff about me in the papers, is there?
No, there isn't. No, that seems to have died down a bit, actually. No, this is about that business with Michelle. You think I overreacted, don't you?
No, not at all. Err on the side of caution, by all means. You're doing it for the right reasons.
What?
Well, if Michelle is a bit spooked, then maybe it's best not to fuel the fire, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, she's very vulnerable out there, though.
But you're forgetting one thing.
What's that?
It's Michelle. Honestly, this is the woman that broke into an illegal brothel to save a girl. She stood up to Carter.
But being brave doesn't necessarily mean being invincible, does it?
No. Any luck with the internet company?
I've just called them again, but they're engaged. I really hope this isn't a false trail.
Your blood pressure's fine, Mr. Pye.
Call me Albert. Told you, we're not on ceremony.
No. The change of medication Dr. Woodson prescribed. How are you feeling?
You can report back I'm sound as a pound.
I should be really pleased to hear that.
Admirable woman, Dr. Woodson. I've got a lot of time for her.
I just need to check your pulse.
I can wait 5 minutes. Your tea's getting cold. Have a biscuit.
You do spoil me, Miss Albert.
You take care of those that take care of you. That's what my Vera always used to say. How's things on the front line, then? Any excitement?
Yeah, it's okay, thanks. But the first holiday appointment's coming up soon, so I'll be doling out vaccinations and travel advice.
Malaria. That's what I had to deal with. A bit different from you, though. Squaddies with mosquito bites. About all I was qualified to treat. Talking of which...
You found it!
That is part of an old field kit. Singapore 1959, I was issued that. It was all I had with me to look after the men when we were away from camp.
You had to be pretty resourceful then.
I was. I got 2 commendations while I was out there for my quick thinking. Of course, the NHS was still a pretty new thing at home. Back then, a nurse like you wouldn't have been taken for granted the way I expect you are.
You get the odd awkward customer.
No respect for people going about their job these days. That's all you hear.
Well, thankfully, most of my patients feel the same way you do. Now, I need to check your pulse.
Anything you say?
I don't doubt that customer information is confidential, but what if I was to tell you that your company service was being used to stalk one of my members of staff? Yes, I'm sure you don't condone that sort of thing. I don't suppose you condone negative publicity either. No, I would like to speak to someone more senior, please.
Squires is no stranger to internal inquiries, is he?
My contact hinted that's just the tip of the iceberg. He's been suspected of a lot more. Allegations that he's disclosed confidential information, receipt of improper gratuities.
Well, he certainly gets up people's noses judging by this.
What do you think?
Well, as a character profile, it's damning, but none of the complaints are upheld. Oh, I'm sorry, but you must have thought the same. It just reads like a catalogue of how not to get along with your colleagues. Nothing more. They suspect there's no evidence. It goes no further.
Well, the person in his last station who sent me this stuff said if it got back, they'd deny being in the league. Much as they want to see Squires get what he deserves. Their words, not mine.
It's understandable.
No, it's the way they said it. I mean, Squires scares people, but it's more than that. I mean, you never know when you'll need backup in this job. You can't afford to make enemies as easily as he does.
Unless you're sure you're invincible somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't help. You still need proof.
Beyond my hating him, I know. Now, everything Squires does, the way he behaves, it just convinces me he was up to his neck in it with Carter.
And Carter was so sure of himself. He knew he was going to be arrested. And then suddenly he was terrified and said the police station was the last place he'd be safe. Something wrong with that. It doesn't add up.
When did he tell you this?
Hi, Michael. Me again.
Please, come in.
Thanks. So how's it all going? Settled in okay?
Yeah, fine. Still sorting things out.
I see. Haven't your friends offered to help you with any of this?
I don't really have anyone to ask those favours.
Right. Well, why don't I take a look at your bandages?
The hospital's given me a date for my next skin graft review.
Well, that's good. How are your lungs? Any improvement?
Still look bad.
Burns often look worse than they actually are.
Just as well I work here. No one else has to look at them.
Well, there's no sign of infection. That's the main thing. I love this song.
It's Billie Holiday. It reminds me of growing up. My dad always played her. She's my favourite track.
It's dead chilled out, isn't it?
Oh, I love it. I'll do your copy if you want.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Did you get your CD player sorted out?
Sorry?
Your CD player. You said it was playing up.
When did I say that?
I don't know. I remember you joking about not getting your daily fix of basement jacks, that's all. Is something wrong?
Michael, have you sent anything to me at the surgery?
I don't understand.
Someone's been sending me stuff anonymously, including a new CD player. I won't be mad if you tell me it was you.
No, it's not me. Really. I mean, I wish I could give you something. You've been so kind to me.
Why didn't you tell me any of this before?
Because there was a conflict of interests. Carter was my client.
What, even after he died?
It didn't end there, though, did it? He also told me that he couldn't set up and run the brothel without help. And he was too scared to give me a name.
We thought Carter was in danger from me. Now, would I show you the documents about Squires if that were true?
Well, to deflect suspicion onto someone else, maybe.
Oh, Ronnie, you've known me for years. Do you seriously think I'm involved in some kind of cover-up?
No.
Good. Because I need your help.
How?
I came here because you're an outsider. There are things that you could do that I can't.
Such as?
Well, Carter told you he wasn't safe in custody, right? Only someone with influence could have got to him in the cell. Someone powerful enough to block me at every turn if I asked too many awkward questions. They wouldn't do that with you. I've got to go. I'm due at a briefing. Can we talk again later? Please.
Oh, I'm here all afternoon.
Well, that's you sorted.
Thank you. No, I couldn't afford to buy you anything. Honest. I mean, the insurance company are fighting giving me a full payout because they're not happy with what started a fire at my old flat. So I'm struggling.
Well, if there's nothing else.
Don't you believe me?
Yeah, of course I do. I should be back in a couple of days unless there's a problem. I have other patients to see.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Miss Charlton, I respect the fact that you have to consider client confidentiality, but let me put it to you this way. Now, either you make an exception in this case and you give me the details, or you give them to the police. No, it's not a threat, it's a statement of fact. Everything okay?
Yeah, fine. Did you find anything?
Oh, well, the internet company didn't really want to tell me anything.
Great, another dead end.
But I always find that when friendly persuasion doesn't work, sometimes a bit of strong arm gets better results.
Hello, Ronnie Woodson.
Hi, Paula. I'm on my way over.
Okay, see you in a bit. Hello?
Oh, sorry, yeah, still here. Actually, can we meet away from your office?
Well, that's a bit inconvenient.
I know, but I think it's better if we do.
Better?
Well, not better, safer. Do you know the reservoir?
Nurse Corrigan?
I'm sorry, you'll have to book an appointment like everyone else seems. I'm very busy.
Just 1 minute's all I need.
You okay? Not really.
I wanted to be quite sure you're clear about what I've got to offer.
I'll tell you what. I don't care about your offer of a dirty weekend for bumping up your sales figures.
I think you've misunderstood.
Well, I'll do you a deal. If your company ever invents a miracle drug that women can take to keep pervs like you away from them, then get straight back to me, OK?
Nurse Corrigan, wait. Please, I can explain.
If you think you can get through life and schmoozing alone, then think again, because you're rubbish at it.
But I
End
just...
of Mr. Critchlow.
If this gets back, then...
Hi, it's me, again. It's just gone about 1 here. I was hoping to catch you over breakfast your time, but obviously not. I miss you badly. So give me a call as soon as you can, okay? I love you. Come in.
Hi.
Hey.
Thought you might like to know that we've solved the mystery of Michelle's secret admirer.
Really? So was it a secret admirer or something more?
Well, one way or another, Michelle's just about to find out.
Hello.
There's something we need to talk about. I'd rather not do it outside.
Nurse Corrigan. Twice in one day. I am honoured. Come in, come in. Now, what can I do for you? Or is it the other way round?
You can tell me why you did it, Mr. Pye.
Now, I thought we agreed on Albert.
Well, yeah, that's before I found out you were sending me gifts anonymously. I just want to know why.
What do you mean?
You know what?
If you think I've acted improperly in some way, though I can't see how.
Very cleverly put. But the internet company you got the CD player from grassed you up.
Grassed me up?
Gave me your name and address in full. You can't deny it.
On the face of that, I don't suppose I can.
Sorry for all this.
It's a bit cloak and dagger, isn't it? Why have we gone to Earth? Something happened.
I've not been able to shake off the feeling I'm being watched ever since I spoke to the external investigators. I thought it was people having a laugh at me behind my back.
Well, just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out to get you. Sorry.
I think Squires knows he's not dropped off my radar, even if he's convinced everyone else is as pure as the driven snow. He's looking at ways to make me look unfit for duty.
Are you sure?
He's already had one go, telling me I only got this far up the career ladder because I'm a black woman. 2 for the price of 1, so I make the job look good.
A PCDS.
Never mind my career record. That counts for nothing, it seems.
Look, he can't undermine you unless you let him.
Oh, yes, he can. Look, I took a big risk accusing him. His career's suicide. Even so much as hinting about a senior officer's integrity. And I came right out and said it. No beating about.
Then let it go. Retract what you said.
I can't.
Well, you might have to, for your own sake.
Look, you know there's more to this better than anyone. Carter named Squires. I can't ignore that. If I back down now and Squires is proved right, then I end up looking like just one more stupid bin who went crying to the boss because she couldn't hack the pace.
Well, you've said yourself, you've got a good career record.
One word in the wrong place at the right time and that counts for nothing. Do you know why else Squire survived all those inquiries?
Go on.
Because he's a man and he's white. Just like the majority of the people who actually run the inquiries in the first place.
I'm not some kind of nutter, you know. But, well, I'm not sorry for what I did either.
But do you realise why I thought I was in danger?
From a few harmless gifts?
No, from a stalker.
Well, I'm hardly that.
But I didn't know it was you, did I?
I told you, it wasn't like that in any way.
Look, I had a run-in recently with someone who threatened me. Then I started getting these gifts with the message, you deserve it, and nothing to say who they were from.
I never stopped to think you might get the wrong end of the stick.
Why did you do it?
Because of what we talked about with your job. You hear so many stories about nurses in the NHS. Underpaid, under stress, getting treated badly. It sounded like such a thankless job.
But a job that I get paid for doing.
That's no excuse for some people's bad behaviour. I wanted to show you're appreciated, that's all.
Well, that's very kind of you. But why anonymously?
Well, I thought that way it wouldn't be just from me. More like a thank you from all the patients you take care of.
Yeah, I've had to go and apologise to one of my patients for thinking he was a stalker.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. I hope you'll accept that. I was only trying to show my gratitude, nothing more. Does this mean I'll be getting treated by someone else from now on?
No, you can't get rid of me that easily, Albert. But no more gifts, okay?
I don't see that you can take this any further.
I can't, no. That's why I've come to you.
I'm no better placed.
You are? You can sidestep Squires in the way I can't. Look, go to Leo Jackson, independent of any complaint or inquiry.
And say what?
That Carter told you he wasn't safe in custody and that he named Squires as he was dying.
With nothing concrete to link the 2 pieces of information.
Jackson might take it further if there's a risk of you going public.
Or he might just shut the whole thing down. Discredit me. Anything. What am I, really? Like, yes, I am a private citizen who doesn't have to go through your correct channels. But I'm also the solicitor of a man who died in police care and married to a GP from the same practice as the police surgeon who was tending to my client.
Coincidence?
There's no such thing as coincidence when you're this closely involved. It keeps coming back to the same thing. Every time you think you've got an inroad to what's really going on, it just clouds the issue. instead of making what happened any clearer.
But I'm just relieved that it was nothing serious.
Yeah, no bloodshed.
I'll tell you what, I was ready to kill at one point.
Yeah, we noticed.
Honestly, that guy from Flight Call, he thought he was lucky to get out alive.
Oh, I almost felt sorry for him there. I said almost.
So what are you going to do with this?
Well, Albert knows I'm not allowed to accept gifts, however much they're appreciated. He said the company won't give his money back. He insists we keep it for the practice or the patient's benefit somehow.
It's very generous of him.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure that music and reception is a good idea. It'd be really selfish to keep it in here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you're right.
I know. Why don't we raffle it and then we can use the money to buy new toys for the waiting area?
Oh, no, that's a good idea. What do you think?
I think Albert will really like that. He said it's all about taking care of others.
There must be something we can do.
We?
Look, don't bail on me. We're on the same side, aren't we?
Justice for Carter.
And Katia, all the girls at the brothel. Is there something we've missed?
However you look at what's there, it all comes down to the same thing. There's no hard evidence against anyone, including Squires. It's that and the mumbled words of a dying criminal. And how much faith would you put in that if someone came to you with it in an investigation?
I can't walk away from this.
If you want my advice, go back to work and carry on like you've dropped the whole thing. Keep your distance from Squires. Don't let him think you're a threat.
And then he's won.
Yes, if he's guilty. For your own sake, don't involve yourself any further with him. If he's corrupt, then he's got nothing to lose. And that makes him dangerous.
There's an atmosphere at the station. And that's why I wanted to do something positive as much as anything. I don't know who Squires has turned against me. Not the words of a hard-bitten copper, I know, but I don't feel safe. That really makes me feel sick. I don't like people doing that to me. You know, when I'm dealing with a fella and I can just pile in, but this...
If you don't know what or who you're dealing with, then this could all go badly wrong.
Then do something to help me. Now make up your mind. Are you someone I can count on or not?
It's World Book Day, so next on BBC1, a special one-off drama based on a book by Andy McNabb, The Grey Man. Tonight, the street doctor GPs are on a mission to make Cardiff a healthier place at 7. The one to watch tonight.